Welcome back to another episode of Empty Nest Adventures
TV.
And welcome back to Montenegro.
Yes.
As you'll find out as we talk about it, you'll see that we're only going to do 2 videos on Montenegro, not because it's not worthy of more or it's not a very big place.
It is absolutely beautiful, and I'm sure in season it is phenomenal to visit. So if you're thinking about it, Montenegro and Albania,
yeah,
we highly recommend.
It's a beautiful place to visit. Yeah,
gorgeous.
So we're starting out at Forest Rhapsody, the cabin that we rented for over the Christmas holiday.
Yeah.
And so Holly, our camper, had been sitting out in the little parking area for about 4 days.
And it was freezing cold.
Yes, and it was below freezing. So our first thing was getting her started, which wasn't a problem. She started.
And we didn't realize quite how much we had taken out of Holly and put into the cabin in 4 days.
Oh, I did.
So
because I was the one making the trips back and forth for 3 or 4 days, and then having to pack it all back up in one day.
But yes, we had to pack it all up and bring it all back out and put it all back away. So it took a little bit.
So we got all that done, and we wound along the road, getting out of Forest Rhapsody,
where
and then back down the
gorgeous.
Mountain. Yep, back down the mountain, and down through Nixik, and so one of the places that we kind of wanted to look that we had on our map was Ostrog Monastery.
Yes. Oh, beautiful.
So we decided to stop there, and that was a fun little road to get up there. It was narrow in points, and we, I think the rule in Montenegro is the bigger vehicle doesn't have to back up.
Yeah.
So thank goodness we were in Holly and we didn't run into anybody bigger than us.
Because they all backed up when we were coming around a corner and we were stuck.
I don't know how they do it day to day like that and don't have more accidents. But so at the monastery there is like a lower area and then there's an upper area that's built into the mountain.
Yes.
And we could have driven up further and parked up there, but it was a very narrow winding road that we didn't want to do.
Yeah, it was a little scary.
And so we didn't do that. So we stayed in the lower area, and then we were going to hike up to the upper monastery, but the winds really kicked up.
Oh my God, it got so windy. Holly was just
yeah. I mean, we were on the edge of a cliff, but still, we were rocking back and forth, and we didn't think we would enjoy it or have a good time trying to climb
and it
up
was
there
freezing cold
in the wind. Well, yeah, it was with the wind. It was cold, but the lower area was very nice.
Yes, it was very nice.
Had a nice gift shop that we went through.
Beautiful
and
gift shop.
Bought a few things. And in the lower monastery area, we walked through, and they had a little chapel there that we went into and stuff. So we still enjoyed the area, even though we didn't get up to what it would be the focal point of it.
Yes.
But, we had a pretty good time.
And there are people who make, on the way up to that upper one, from the lower monastery to the upper monastery, they will make a pilgrimage and they'll walk it, or they go on their knees.
They said that
go there, crawl up
could,
there to the monastery.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine.
So and there is a story about a senator from Massachusetts years ago.
Yes.
Who had an accident and hurt his leg, and this monastery, his wife was from the area, and the monastery is known for miracles, health miracles, and he swears he made the pilgrimage, that it was so painful and he was always in pain, and when he reached that monastery he wasn't in pain anymore. And so it's a very neat story. We'll put in the article.
We'll find a picture of him and put his name up on the screen while you were talking about it there.
Yes.
So we left there and we had to go back down the little winding narrow road, and I think we only had 1 or 2 cars that had to back up for us while we were going down there. And so we headed further down into Montenegro, and because we had parked a couple of nights, we needed a campsite.
Yep.
So we found this place. It was outside of the capital of Montenegro, which is Podgorica, I believe it is.
Love it.
So, and it was called Purple Eye Winery and Estate.
Yes.
Which was a very interesting place, very beautiful place.
Beautiful.
That we parked in, and wonderful camping host.
Oh my gosh, get this. We needed to do laundry.
Yes.
So we asked where the laundry facility was. the gentleman volunteered his wife to do our laundry. And of course I felt I didn't want to put her out. Here it was just before New Year's.
Yes. Yep.
And lo and behold, she comes out and she's all about doing our laundry, 2 loads. Now, mind you, it's only a washing machine. They hang their clothes out to dry. There's no dryers. And
it was a bit cold. I mean, they'd be freeze dried. We've got a picture or video of it, I think, of our setup that we use to help dry our clothes. So
you figure it out and you make do.
And we were waiting for him to tell us when the first load was done, and we get this soft knock on the door, and it is the husband that brought our first load of laundry back to us. Yeah. So that was incredible service. And then in addition to that,
they were wonderful.
New Year's Eve, we were sitting, waiting to ring in the new year, and another soft knock comes on the door, and there he is standing with a carafe of wine for us.
They make their homemade wine. They have
wine,
a vineyard.
honey.
And
and I think they had Rocky too, or something like that.
Yes.
So we got all of that, and then New Year's Eve day too was when they were from Australia, weren't they?
Yes.
Australia, kind of through England, kind of a thing.
Yeah, younger Australian couple in a van, in a camper van. So we're bigger than they are. They were just in a regular van that they had. They commissioned to have it done the way they wanted. Oh, they were such a sweet couple.
So they were there with us for New Year's Eve, and each in our own little camper, followed up from the cold weather. And more cold weather was moving in. Stay tuned. So, and then the next morning we were talking to the Australian couple, and the wife came out and gave us like a little cookie.
She had cookies.
Treat for New Year, to celebrate the New Year or something like that. So we were treated very well. So if you're in that area in the capital of Montenegro and need a place to camp, Purple Eye is really the place to go. It's been one of probably the best.
And they
camping.
have things for children to do and stuff like that. They're very. It was a very.
And it's
good
got
a
small river or creek that goes around it that you can walk along to that we didn't get to because of the.
And they had a bunch of add-on stuff, horseback riding and stuff like that you just needed to tell them. Unfortunately, we are again in the off season, so not as much stuff going on or available.
So, as we've kind of alluded to, colder weather is coming. So, but I'll tell you what, you don't want to be out in the cold and not know when our next video is coming.
So subscribe.
So subscribe on our YouTube channel, hit the little alert bell so you know when our next video is coming out. Give us a thumbs up if you like this video.
Yes.
We're going to be struggling more, so you want to keep watching. And
it gets harder.
It seems we get more likes when we have problems than when things go smoothly.
We've got problems.
So and also our Facebook page is always on the bottom of the screen. And you can follow us on Facebook. And if you do, you probably already know the struggles that we've been through because you've seen the pictures, because Facebook is more updated.
I try to take little snaps of Facebook to
So
spice it.
We decided from Purple Eye that we were going to try to head toward the coast. Thinking that it might be a little bit warmer. And we made it to this town called Cetinje, which is the old royal capital of Montenegro. And we knew it was going to get cold and probably below freezing, and we knew it was going to rain.
We knew it was going to rain.
But when we woke up the next morning, there was about 5 inches of snow on the ground.
And it got lower than what they had said. It was going to be maybe just a little bit above freezing. No, it got below. It got down there.
So,
it was
and
cold.
we're parked, so it's not like we don't have electric or any other.
We're not plugged in for my little electric heater.
Or anything else. So we basically ended up sitting there for a couple days, and
we were stuck.
Because we had to wait for the snow to melt and get washed away by the continuing rain. So it did warm up a little bit above freezing.
The rain.
Yes, the rain is going to be a theme for the rest of this video.
And we're not talking drizzle. And especially at night. That was the biggest. And when you're in a camper, The little pitter patter on the roof is nice. You can go to sleep at that. This was not that.
And it was a shame for us because the town had a lot of museums, being the old royal capital and
a lot of things
that
we
wanted to see. But I'm sure they were probably closed, or it was just raining the whole time, and we just didn't want to get out and have to deal with it. So. After we could make it out of the parking lot, because you know how they plow the snow, and they
plowed the snow, and it came up to the front grill of Holly. So
we plowed through, and we stopped at a grocery store on the way out.
Yeah.
And made ourselves further south and lower in elevation, and we stopped at a real kind of a small camp. It was called Goričani. Mm-hmm. We were probably the biggest RV that could probably go there. It probably really was better for camper vans.
Yeah.
Had maybe
it was tight.
6 or 8 spaces in it. Bathrooms were a really nice area. The host was very nice. They normally have a restaurant right by it, right near it, but it was closed for the season.
Yeah.
And we actually ended up going ahead and staying there 2 nights, just because we had electric and we could keep ourselves warm.
And we could empty Cousin Eddie, and we could just kind of try to sit out the rain, we were hoping.
Yeah, but that didn't work. It kept raining. So when we left there, we wanted to go check a spot that was on Lake Skadar.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be a place where you could park, and we thought, well, if it's okay, we'll just park there for the night, and we can enjoy views of the lake. Well, with rain
again
comes fog and mist. And
a lake that had been churned up and wasn't as pretty.
What great views, and the only place you could probably park in the parking lot was probably a camper van again. We were way too big to park in there and take up too many spaces.
And keep in mind, again, this rain is constant flood of rain. Like the wind would blow and there would be this downpour of rain. Then you would think it was going to stop, and another downpour. And this just was on, and then at night, monsoon.
Yeah, and this was probably day 7, day 8.
Yeah, we hadn't seen the sun at all for 8 days.
So it's just been we were getting a little down and out about it too.
A little stir crazy.
Yep. So when we decided we were going to stay there at Lake Skadar, we turned around and we followed our path back a little bit because we were heading back toward the Albania border.
Yep.
And so that's where we'll pick up our next video, where we're back into Albania for the second time. And that'll be our next Empty Nest adventure.
TV.